sports. It's in the game.
Tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Zach Bond with the tackle. Lamar out of the pistol. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Trying down the middle with Henry. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Zach Bond with the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pistol snap to Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Lamar off the play fake. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. Lamar throwing again. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. He's at the 30. And the Eagles force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. Escapes his grasp. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on second down. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Jackson now, third and long. Oh, stiff arm. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. Running back sent in motion. Fourth down, it's Jackson. He loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3. They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Eagles with the football. So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Play fake, Jackson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
He's got Smith. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 41. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. Jackson's throwing for it. Oh no, they get him yet again. Darius Slay has it. He's at midfield. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. He's got a lane up past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 35 to figure out. Hurts to throw. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Working inside the red zone. He finds Smith. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down on the 3rd and short.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Ravens 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. He's got Andrews. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Lamar out of the pistol. Andrews with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. First down, here's Lamar. He can't connect with him, incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing this back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Completed to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Second and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Lamar off to play fake. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Man in motion here. Lamar throwing again. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
18. Ravens 12. Justin Tucker.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Eagles leading by 6. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's 3rd down now. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going.
rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Return starts at the 3. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Juke the defender. Off to the races, middle of the field. 40. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 19-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Hurts throwing again. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own and tie it here early. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And this the same as the touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the...
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 32. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Down the left sideline he goes. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles who have 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. Big gain downfield. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the red zone now. Drops back, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. He's contained at the line for no gain. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Play action. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. The Returnable from the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for first down. Jackson trying again after the pick. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Eagles are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And they get this down to the 28. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're now set for first and 10. Hurts to throw. Escapes the pocket. It's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. The kick by Hopkins is good, and they've taken back the lead. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. Makes his move towards the sideline. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On first down, Hurts. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Now Hurts. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back with a nice return to boot, down inside the 30. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Lamar out of the pistol. And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. Hurts. He's got Smith. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Looking the sideline. That's Goddard. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Dotson now in motion right. 1st down from the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a slim 2-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Henry on 2nd. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Here's Henry running left. Along the sideline, past midfield. Inside the 30. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens. Pistol snap to Jackson. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hurts now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game. When my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Ravens trail by just 1. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now. Caught by Flowers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Clock still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Clock still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Back to throw. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Setting up to pass. This finds Mitchell complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Running this with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. You've got to keep moving quick here. Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. So now it all comes down to Justin Tucker. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. From the left half, this would be 43 yards. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. His first look of the game could end this game tonight. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.